Dopest Podcast Part 2 of Episode 41. Gobble gobble, niggas. Cause, was it kind of weird that they had like a Thanksgiving episode in July? Like that just hit me. That just hit me. They had a Thanksgiving episode in July.
They don't care, and look what type of episode they came up with.
Right.
Like, I would love to be in that writer's room.
But you know what's crazy?
How?
You know what's crazy? This kind of makes sense because I imagine the Hellraiser episode to be October. So it kind of makes sense.
Right. Because Rick and Morty usually not on during the fall. I think last season came out during the fall. And they split it into two parts.
And I also feel like
for a couple of months.
Right, and I also feel like I feel like the Christmas episode is gonna be on Halloween. Assuming they have one.
Well, they had a Christmas episode last season. It was about the snakes.
Oh yeah. That's crazy. But yeah, so Dead Space, you're buying it day one.
Let's go back to this. That was my big news for the week for me.
Yeah, shit just had him all elated. Y'all should have seen him. He was like a little schoolgirl seeing his crush. Dead Space is back in school.
Nigga, shut up.
Luann, you better not tell him I like him, or I'll slit your goddamn throat, you dick sucking bitch.
I can see that scene been on Rick and Morty somehow. I can see it.
Oh man,
I can see it. But yeah, I think it was I forgot what the name of EA event was.
EA Live. The lamest name I've ever heard.
So basic. And I didn't even know it was happening that day. Like I didn't know it was gonna be that day.
I didn't know it was happening until that day too. I getting my car looked at, right? Because my dad owns a dealership, and like I was like, this would be a perfect time to look through all my like tabs on Chrome. And I just was like, okay, Google, read me this article. Okay, Google, read me this article. Okay, like I was just trying to get through all my tabs that I've had open for the last 6 months. And I see this thing at the top of one of like an IGN article. It was like EA Live 14 hours, or not 14 hours, but like 15 minutes. I'm like, I saw it, but I thought it was like some sort of stupid ass ad. So my mind did not pay it no type of attention.
Right.
Then later that night, I see you and Vez geeking out over the fucking Dead Space shit. I'm like, oh, that was a live stream.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, and Miles, I ain't seen nobody talk about the live stream, just the Dead Space remake.
Because nobody fucking cared.
Yeah, nobody cared. Nobody cared. You're right. The only thing people cared about that live stream was Battlefield Portal and Dead Space. And Battlefield Portal is pretty damn dope too. I don't know if you saw what that is.
No, I heard the title and I thought, this is what? Like
it's basically, real quick, you can basically create a multiplayer match any way you want.
Like, yeah, what?
Yeah, that's what you can do. And I said, holy shit, that's fucking amazing.
How is that amazing? Like you just told me
you can do whatever you want. Like you can create a match and like give like one side assault rifles and the other side just sniper rifles, or you can make it where like all vehicles are available from the start instead of you trying to find one, or you can just make a match where nobody's got nothing but knives and you just have to stab to kill. Yeah, on any map, as many players. Cause you know they say this next Battlefield, they say the player limit supposed to be like 120 people, bro.
What?
Yep. No battle royale. This is a regular match with 120 people on a big ass map. That's what I'm looking forward to this Battlefield. Like I'm really
I'm not gonna lie to you, sir. I don't see the appeal of that. I don't see the appeal of that.
For Battlefield?
For
or Battlefield Portal?
Battlefield Portal.
Oh, I think just to create a freedom to create a match like you want.
I mean, that's not all there is to it, though, right?
I think from what I saw, I think that's it. You just create whatever you create the match how you want. Are they supposed to change the scenery in the map or cause hurricanes or bombs going off? Because in Battlefield you can do a whole bunch of stuff in the multiplayer, unlike Call of Duty. You can fly planes, drive vehicles, skydive.
I mean, yeah, I get it.
Yeah. So it's gonna be interesting to see who comes. I mean, because I'm not the type of guy that does stuff like that. Like create matchmaking in the way they want to. So I'm gonna be really interested to see what somebody does.
I guess I shouldn't be upset because Grand Theft Auto lets you create your own fucking everything.
Yeah, see, stuff like that.
But Grand Theft Auto also has like a whole game, so like is Battlefront also gonna have like a whole game?
I guess when you want to do Battlefield Portal, I guess that'd be
so it's just a game mode.
It's a mode, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then, Battlefield, what's it called? 2042.
I thought this shit was finna be like a standalone thing. I was finna rip this shit
like a match.
Okay,
like a match,
okay.
Yeah. You don't have to play Battlefield Portal never. That's your choice.
Cause I see myself playing this never just because I have to like create. I mean, the creating part is dope. I'm not knocking that. It's just everything. I don't know. It's just the fact that it's a multiplayer.
Pretty sure you'll pit Battlefield when this game come out. You probably go to that selection, and then they'll have like a whole bunch of stuff. You have to read like which one would you play. Like the whole only sniper rifles or only knives or so I guess somebody made one of was just strictly vehicles.
I mean, strictly vehicles would be fun because
strictly vehicles and RPGs or some shit like that. I don't know. Whatever somebody comes up with.
Yeah, that would be kind of fun.
Yeah. So like I said, I'm not gonna do the creativity part. I'm gonna let other people in the world do it,
and like, come play my game.
Right. Which one sounds fun.
Right. Somebody gonna be like, "Oh, this is dope." And then that's all we're gonna be playing.
But yeah, just the Battlefield Portal Dead Space remake was on the two things. I don't know what the fuck EA showed at this live.
Man, I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna lie. You're usually on top of these things because I'm at a point now where I kind of just don't want to watch anything live.
Yeah, well, I'm pretty sure when it happened, I was at work.
You would be correct.
Sure.
You would be correct.
So I didn't. Yeah, my mind went back. So when I was going through my YouTube, when I was going through my videos, the Dead Space remake video was just there.
It's a, hey,
I'm
nigga,
at work, like, holy
happy
shit.
birthday.
Yeah, like, holy shit, I didn't know this. Like, I didn't know it was announced. And I was like, I think the trailer came out like, and I was like, holy shit, nobody said nothing about this. And I was like, oh shit. So I watched it. And mind you, the trailer only like a minute. And it was great. I saw that little frostbite symbol at the bottom left. And I was like, oh shit, so it's gonna have a whole new game engine.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah, so
you know who else needs a new game engine? Bethesda.
I know, right? But even the Dead Space remake in a new game engine.
and it's a remake. Crazy. They done sold this same game. Like, to be honest, to be wholeheartedly honest, I want GTA 6 to have a damn new engine.
Oh, they will.
You sure?
Rockstar's not gonna use that. Rockstar's not gonna use that. GTA
You want to bet money on this?
Hell yeah, I'm that confident.
Oh,
I'm that confident Rockstar would not use. I'll bet you 100. I'll bet you 500 right now they won't.
What?
Yeah, I'm that confident. No, Rockstar's not gonna do that. Not Rockstar.
I feel like that shit gonna come out looking like Red Dead 2, bruh.
No,
and they're not that far apart. They're not that far apart.
Red Dead 2 was
don't you
way
lie to
better
these
than
folks.
5.
Don't you? Yes, it looks better, but
it looks better,
not
way better.
not by that much.
Yes, it do. Look at them cutscenes in Red Dead 2. Arthur and Sadie them mirror that you GTA 5 cutscenes. It's a little way better.
Hey, don't feel bad though, cause I had a strong ass conversation with Essence today about why Mortal Kombat is not Mortal Kombat. I had a conversation about why Wonder Woman 84 is not as bad a movie as Mortal Kombat. It's like she's like,
damn, which one would I rather watch?
Right, shit, nigga, Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
Because okay, so this is what happened. We were talking about this movie, and she was like, I thought you liked it. I was like, yeah, I liked it, but I know other folks did not like this movie. And she was like, yeah, she was like, the second one, and she was like, but I mean, they're both bad movies. And I like stopped and made this face like I was wincing, and I was like, no, one is like further to the left than the other. In my mind, like on a scale of 1 to 10 is like 4, whereas Mortal Kombat is just a straight up 0. Well, I'll take that back. It's a 1 because it got some things right, but it didn't get enough right to be a good movie. So
Wonder Woman. Yeah, we talked about this before, I'm pretty sure, on the podcast, but yeah,
oh man. So, speaking of movies, how'd you come across this Dragon Ball Super teaser? Mind you, and the subtitle is Superhero? Or something hero?
That's the name of the movie.
Superhero.
Dragon Ball Super.
Superhero. I feel like Pan is about to join her dad in the loser school.
Yo, when they showed the little girl at first, I was like,
oh, new character.
L was Pan. Yeah, I thought it was somebody new. Now, but in the comments though, people were saying Pan is a little older now, so it must be a time skip in this movie. I said,
that's good.
Was Pan. I was like, okay.
Now, cool. How much you want to bet? How much you want to bet? Pan gets a time skip, but Goten and Trunks are the exact fucking same.
I saw people talking about this. They was like, how much y'all want to bet Goten and Trunks are still the same size when this movie come out? I said, no, please don't. Age them little boys up a little bit, please.
And I would be so mad because I get that as a Saiyan, you age slower because your body fights, but that don't mean shit for Goten and Trunks because they're half human. Them boys been looking like Gohan's age back in the first season of Dragon Ball Z for the last 3 years.
Is why. What you about to say?
Since the Buu saga.
Yeah. I mean, the only time we saw, I ain't gonna say the only time, but, you know, Dragon Ball Z, the end of Dragon Ball Z was when we saw Goten and Trunks older. No,
you're thinking of, oh yeah, you're right, never mind.
Yeah, it was at the end of Z. Like, a lot of people are forgetting, like Dragon Ball Super is literally taking place before that time skip in Z.
Yeah, very much so.
Yeah. But Pan in the end of Z look like she's the same size as that picture they showed of her. Cause she was real little at the end of Z. She was like, she was real, probably about what, 5?
Yeah, she had to be. Actually, I would say 4 or 5, probably 4.
Yeah, but Ghost in the Trunks was like they was about damn teenagers.
But you know what I feel like Toriyama's doing? I feel like Toriyama is literally, and we talked about this before, I feel like Toriyama is about to rewrite Dragon Ball GT.
He could be building up to it.
Cause if Pan's about to age, then these other guys might age as well.
This is what, and mind you, I did not think it was gonna be a time skip like this.
Yeah, man, what?
Not like this, because the Broly movie, I assume took place probably like months after that Tournament of Power, like at the most.
Yeah. If I had to put a number to it, I'd probably say 6 months.
Yeah.
At the least 3.
Had to be. Because the only time skip we saw in that movie was Vegeta's baby, Bulla.
Oh yeah, she's born now.
She was, Beerus had babysitted her, but in the movie, she just had like a little bit more hair on her head versus at the end of Super, she was just born. But the Broly movie, she had a little bit of like a full head of hair, but she was still a baby. So that's how I based how much time had passed.
So, oh my god.
This movie right here, Pan's fucking walking and look like walking and talking at me.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah, it's definitely gonna be a time skip in this film.
Yep.
But going into the movie, and I love we talk about this from a fucking teaser. I think Piccolo's gonna have a house.
Yeah, I saw that screenshot. I was like, not that I don't want that for him, but
it's so random.
Right, like what is like my brain is almost like, what does he need a house for?
Could it make it seem like he's gonna be having a more prominent role in this film versus the Broly film?
Yeah, somebody said that they were like, finally my boy Piccolo gets some character development. I was like, you might not want to hold your breath on that one, sir.
Yeah, well, let's wait till the film to
right.
see what his character.
Right.
They showed that. They showed Krillin in his usual cop outfit.
Right.
And they showed a new character that nobody knows who it is.
Yeah, I think I remember seeing it and just thinking, who are you, and why should we care?
Yeah. And the only other thing about this, they showed what the animation's gonna look like going to this movie. That was stuck out of me the most.
I don't think I saw that. Oh, you talking about when he was when he did basically the same thing he did in the first one?
That was them showing how the movie's gonna look.
Okay, so I saw that and it looked a little, I don't know if it was just grainy to me.
It was choppy.
Yeah.
For some reason. And I don't like that. It was choppy. Like bad frames.
Yeah. Cause I was like, what the is this?
Yeah. The movie cannot be like that. I'm just hoping like whoever captured that trailer had
forgot to upload some shit.
Yeah, it didn't fix it. I said it can't be choppy like that during the movie. That's gonna be terrible on somebody's eyes.
Right.
Like, that's gonna be terrible. That's gonna be bad.
Shit, I'm not prone to seizures, but that shit might do it.
Yeah, exactly. Like it can't be like that in the film, but the way he looked definitely stood out to me because it looked okay. It wasn't the Broly style.
Oh hell no, definitely.
And I wish they stuck with that because I fucking loved the animation of that.
Right.
But they didn't. They switched it again. But he looks like a video, like a kind of like a video game character. Like it looks CG.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong.
It looks CG. Yeah.
A CG fight of a cartoon. I feel like that's...
Dragon Ball has done it before. They did the Broly movie.
Yeah, I feel like that's Super Saiyan levels of cool.
Yeah.
Like if you just gave me a CGI movie, a whole CGI movie, no live actors or nothing, I think that would actually sell well.
Yeah, if I'm right in that, when they show Goku for that couple of seconds, how he's gonna look in this movie, it didn't look bad. It just looked different.
Right.
Like I was like, so this the animation they went with for this next movie. I can't wait till we get like an actual full length trailer. Cause the movie coming out until next year. Well, we already knew that anyway.
Right.
But of course we don't know nothing about it. But we know Akira Toriyama supposed to be doing it again.
Right.
Can't wait to see what it's about this time. Like,
yeah, I have zero clue.
Yeah, everybody do. Like I said, all we going is off that new animation of Goku, and Piccolo has a house.
I think this is gonna be a Piccolo and Pan adventure.
I would not be mad at that.
I
would not be mad at that.
I wouldn't either, but at this point, Goku should just go live in the woods, and Piccolo should just be banging Chi-Chi, because like this nigga is legit raising his whole family generationally. What if I just thought about this? What if they making Gohan the main character again, and Piccolo just has to watch Pan? Like how
I would love that too.
Right, but how triggered do you think the fan base would be if we got a movie where Piccolo and Pan are having this adventure while Gohan and Goku are like saving the world?
I'd be fine with that. we love Dragon Ball.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, if that's what they decide to do, if they make Gohan and Goku the saviors of this movie, like the main characters, that'd be cool.
Ooh, man.
Father and son.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but it's funny that It's funny that that's another thing too. We're gonna get a second Dragon Ball Super movie.
Right.
With the series have no return. What about the show itself? When will it be coming back?
Hey, chill. You asking for too much on me. You better be happy with these. Breadcrumbs and nigga feeding us. Like, come on now.
That's what Akira Toriyama would say. He was like, whoa, you want too much.
Right.
We just giving you films right now. Be
it's
happy
you speaking above your station, good sir.
He be like, you love the Dragon Ball Super Brawler movie, right? And I be like, yeah, it was really good. Well, shut up. All right, we're sticking with films.
Right. So we trying to give you another one. We trying to get this animation style correct so that when the shit do come back, you ain't making fun of us about that one scene.
Oh yeah, but Dragon Ball Super. God damn, that show was rushed like a motherfucker. But when it first came out. The animation Dragon Ball Super did not become great until the Tournament of Power. That's when that shit was like amazing.
Oh yeah.
But I needed to let that all the time. If all these other shows can fucking do it, all these other shows animation look great. Every episode of My Hero, Attack on Titan, fucking Dr. Stone, all these shows look great every episode. I need Dragon Ball to do the same thing when it comes back.
They do, but you also kind of gotta ask yourself like, why? Because I feel like
didn't they say Dragon Ball Super like the animators were rushed? They said it was rushed.
Yes, but part of me also wants to know like you have, what is it? I don't see why they just didn't wait.
Cause let's not forget either too. If I'm not mistaken, Dragon Ball Super didn't have like different seasons. I think that show just kept going. Like,
and that's
from Beerus to Goku Black to it just kept going, bro.
Yeah, that's something I feel like in the long run hurts the series.
Yeah, that's just crazy to me because Dragon Ball Super was 131 episodes.
Yes.
And it is literally not seasons. Like, it's not broken into seasons like My Hero is, Attack on Titan is. Like, it's just one continuous thing. It's arcs instead of seasons. That's just crazy to me. I don't know why they're doing it for Dragon Ball. Like, let Dragon Ball be a season. Let do it in the seasons.
I mean, the brilliance of Z was that one thing slick led to another.
Yes.
Saiyans come to Earth. Oh shit. We gotta. Oh well. Let me rewind. Brother comes to Earth. oh shit, he's taking my son. I gotta team up with my worst enemy to kill him. I kill him, but we also find out 2 more Saiyans are coming. I'm dead. I gotta train to come back to Earth. We fight them, but they've killed almost all of my niggas. So guess what? We got to go to another planet to revive them. We go to another planet to revive them. Now we've run into like the bad guy's bad guy. And we gotta kill not just him, but the 5 niggas he called in 30 minutes before me to fucking recover these damn Dragon Balls. So then we kill him. But we get blown to shit, land on another planet, and we're just training. Then we find out he's headed to my home because he didn't die. They made a robot out his ass. So then we go home. We try to beat him home to fucking whoop his ass again. We beat that nigga. He brought his daddy. Fucking, he beat me home. This random ass nigga comes from the future, unbeknownst to us, whoops that nigga and his daddy's ass. But he only does so he can warn us, hey, you know that one villain that you had when you were a kid? Yeah. Well, he wants a piece of the action too. God, you know, I would fucking be mad at myself if I was Goku. Like, I would legit be mad at myself if I was Goku, cause I'm causing so much trouble.
And that's why he did what he did in the Cell Saga. That's why he said what he said.
Like, that shit, right. So.
Yeah, I mean, and was Z separated in the seasons or arcs?
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Z was separated into arcs.
So that's what Super did try to do the same thing.
But I mean, it would be dangerous if they tried to have done that with the Goku Black saga, because I don't know, I do not need neither one of them to come back. Like, I just don't.
Me neither. But see, again, I don't think if Z took breaks in between arcs, it had to. I don't think it just continuously kept going. Imagine this was like 10, 15 years ago. So that's a whole different fucking animation, different time of anime at that time. These days, everybody's taking breaks, my nigga. Shit,
These
are. Days, seasons are getting part 1 and part 2. Like Attack on Titan right now. I mean, the final season, we wait for part 2 to come out at this point. Like, it wasn't even the whole final season, just part 1.
Yeah, but that's how they.
Wait for part 2.
That makes sense though, because TV series like The Flash and all the CW shows, that's how they do their season. They come on in the fall, they end by the spring. So to me, that makes sense.
Now when it comes to shows. So if Super decided to do that, I guess that'd be fine. It's like Dragon Ball don't follow the rules of everybody else. Like, cause every arc of Super was not like the same amount of episodes. Like, yeah. It's like they just do a whole arc, no matter how many episodes it is, and just move on to the next arc.
Well, yeah.
You know, Dragon Ball doesn't do seasons like everybody else does.
No, so, they definitely don't.
Yeah, they don't. I'm just realizing that shit. But yeah, I mean, like I said, I can't wait till we get a full-length trailer for this film. Like I said, the animation when I showed Goku, like I said, was choppy, but the way he just looked,
right,
was different than Broly. Which, again, if they would have stuck with that animation, I would not have been mad. I love that.
Right.
But this can also be great if they just make it smooth. Like I said, he looks like a video game character on the trailer. Like, he looks like off of Fighters, bro. Just to be real with you.
I would agree with that. Yeah, I would agree with that because he looks like that one color of Goku. I think it's like color 42 or some shit like that. But
yeah.
But yeah, I feel like, I don't know, I still feel like I know nothing about this story, but whoever that new character is I get the same feeling from him that I got watching the other guy that was in Stone on Dr. Stone. So
the new character.
yeah. In other media, Tyler put out this video about Converses. I'm legit dying to know what you feel about this.
I don't know how to feel about it. Like, that shit was so random. I'm like,
right, like,
why did you make this?
like, what point, what was the point of this, sir? So,
We don't know. Nobody knows. Just
and the
to
guy,
enjoy his directing
what's funny to me is the guy who's being accused of like not wearing anything other than Converse. I mean, of wearing something other than Converse, cause he's been in like other stuff, and I just be thinking to myself like, yo, how do you end up in these situations?
Yeah, that guy. We've seen him in a lot of different other stuff. He's
Yes.
such the most random actor, bro. He's
Yes,
so
and
random.
I have no idea or no way to look up like his name or nothing like that. You
I
know?
don't know.
So I'm just like,
Yo, he is fucking random. He just be in random fucking movies and shows. Now that I'm thinking about it, that's hilarious.
And I can't explain it. It's my window, but I can't explain it.
Yeah, but he did a great job, of course. And then I don't know if you noticed, but Tyler, he's actually in that meeting. Holy shit, was that Transistor?
Good ear. That was Transistor.
Yo.
That was Transistor.
Wow. But yeah, Tyler was actually in the video. I saw him.
Yeah, I never saw him.
He was. You remember they was like, when they was gonna take off his shoes, and they all had gathered around him.
Oh yeah.
You can see Tyler like doing that too, like he was gathering around and bending down to take his shoes off.
Man, it looked like they were off and I beat his ass for 30 minutes straight, yo.
And then another thing too, another random thing, Vince Staples. That guy I shared in the group, the rapper.
Oh yeah.
And y'all seen the music video. Are you with that?
Yeah.
He was in that too.
What?
Random, just fucking some random shit.
That's crazy. I got the other one too. I got the other one where it's like,
Yeah.
That
they
shit.
gonna come out too. The other game they made, Hades.
Yo, my my manager at work asked me about that. Cause he said it, yeah, like, so I was just working and he was like, you ever heard of this game called Hades? And I stopped because I was like, I had to like literally reboot the other half of my mind, because I was like, I have heard of this, but I can't remember where. And I was like, wait, Rob mentioned this shit to me, and I was like, yeah, I've heard of this game, but it's like on another system. It's on Switch. It's not like, he said, yeah, it's coming to Xbox. He said it's coming to Xbox next month. I said it's coming to PlayStation too. He was like, yeah, it'll be free on Xbox. I said, I'm pretty sure it'll be free on PlayStation too. And I said that, and he was like, man, the PlayStation 2 hasn't been out in like forever.
Oh man.
Yeah, he's right. I swear, any chance he gets to make like a stupid ass dad joke, he will make that motherfucker.
God damn. But if it's gonna be free on Xbox, then no, it's not gonna be free on PlayStation. The only reason it's gonna be free on Xbox because that Game Pass shit.
Yeah, but Game Pass is their PlayStation Plus, I thought.
No. Oh no. Game Pass is not PlayStation Plus, my boy. No, it's not. Game Pass is not their PlayStation Plus. Game Pass is like their PlayStation Now.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
That's what that is.
But wait a minute. Their Game Pass is free?
You pay for Game Pass, but Game Pass as a service, from what I've been hearing, like from podcasts I listen to, like that shit, they get a lot of games, like they want to be on that for free.
Wow. PlayStation 9 is step his fucking game up. Like, literally.
Gamer Rants made a PlayStation Now before you buy a video, like recently, like this
Yeah,
week.
I do remember. I do remember seeing that pop up in my notifications, and I said, "Why the fuck did y'all make this?"
I don't know, but see, again, from the podcast I listened to, PlayStation Now is actually like really good though. That's what I'm hearing. It just PlayStation ain't out here promoting it. Like Xbox promotes Game Pass. They like PlayStation now it's like really good now, bro. They say it's a lot of fucking games on there, like thousands of games, and that you can download to your system now. You know, PlayStation Now used to be just streaming only.
Right.
But they said now you can like download the game to your system and play that shit. You don't gotta stream.
Oh, if it's not streaming only, then hell yeah, that shit is good.
Yeah, but see, people don't know it because PlayStation ain't out here promoting it for some reason.
Wow.
That's what confuses people.
I feel like, see, and it's a subscription service, ain't it?
Subscription service, yep.
See, now I feel like I see myself just grabbing like buying that too.
Right, but see,
assuming
Game Pass,
it's good.
Game Pass is Microsoft's selling point for the Xbox right now because Xbox don't got shit on there.
I mean,
but Game Pass has a lot
it's smart.
of shit. That's why Microsoft is pushing that shit so hard.
So now I kind of want to know what type of games are on PlayStation Now.
I think all the PlayStation classics, bro. That's what I heard. Like all the PlayStation classics.
Damn. Like PS1 classics or just PlayStation classics from over time?
Like everything.
You got some random ass girl in the background?
No, that's that fucking robot on Ratchet and Clank talking.
Oh,
she's really loud on my TV.
I didn't even know you were like playing that. I was like, oh shit, this nigga Rob got thoughts at the house.
Oh no, no, I would have said something back to the beat.
Oh man, shut! I can hear it now. Shut up, ho.
God dang.
I would be that friend in the video when like shit hits the fan between your friend and his girl and you don't know what to do. You just sit there quiet and stunned.
You're right.
With crickets playing in the background.
Oh no.
Oh.
Yeah, but yeah, PlayStation Now is like actually really good. But PlayStation just don't tell nobody. I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like this is one of those things where they kind of don't want people to know, if that makes sense. I don't know why, because I feel like it's one of those things where oh well, if everybody knows about it, they're not gonna buy like mainstream games.
It's the reason why PlayStation ain't promoting it. Many places just don't care about it. I mean, they're doing great right now. See, Xbox has promoted Game Pass because if it's not Game Pass, well, what be the point of buying them Xbox?
True, very very true.
So they have to promote Game Pass. That's what everybody talking about now. Game Pass. How great it is. I'm telling you, man, and it's so crazy. When Dead Space Remake came out, your motherfuckers asking, was it coming to Game Pass? I'm like, yo, it's just a teaser trailer. Like, bro, can they finish making the game first?
No, we gotta know. I need to know. Oh my god. Is it coming to Game Pass?
Bro,
I must know.
Like, you cheap bastards. Scrounging for games? Like, is it coming to Game Pass?
You know,
like,
I could so see My Name is Keith make a video about this. That's right.
Yes.
It's your boy, Keith. There I was sitting, minding my own black ass business. And what do I get hit with? PlayStation Now. Dead Space. And then you just see like a cut of him opening the door, and it's a guy that just says, Microsoft Game Pass fanboy. Is it coming to us? No. Get the hell out my house. Damn, man. And then he plays the real boy. That's just stupid. I would lose my shit.
I can see it. Man, that'd be so damn funny.
Oh man.
It'd be somebody like they on drugs scratching their shit and shit.
Oh
Is
man,
it coming to Game Pass?
that.
No, you broke bastard.
Get the hell out of my house! Oh man, damn. Damn, son, where'd you get that one from?
Yo.
That would blow my mind.
Yeah, man. But yeah, but see, Game Pass, I guess some of these games that come out be coming out day and date with Game Pass for fucking free. I'm like, yo, that's a pretty goddamn great service if shit like that's happening.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty damn good. But do I say EA do it for Dead Space? Hell no.
Yeah, nah. I thought Dead Space was a PlayStation exclusive.
No. I wish it was, but no.
Right.
No.
But yeah. I feel like there was a hidden meaning behind that Converse video, just so you know.
Me too. Me too.
I just can't possibly think of what it is.
I think it was too. Something I wanted to say about that fucking Dead Space remake. I want to get on EA for a second.
Yeah, what's up?
I'm on a little rant about EA.
Aw, shit. Right. EA ain't shit. They sucking dick for dollars, trying to drain my pockets, and I am not their sugar daddy.
Right. All that.
Billie Jean is not my lover.
So all that, right?
Yeah.
EA. First of all, they're bringing back Dead Space, which is cool.
Yeah.
I love that, right? But it's their fault why the fucking franchise failed. And this is the part I'm mad about.
Because you feel like they don't deserve to make money off this shit.
No. Because visual games. Visceral.
Visceral.
There we go. Thank you. They made this guy. They made it credit Dead Space. First one was fantastic. People loved it. Dead Space 2 came out. It was amazing. People loved it. For some reason, we get to 3.
Hey, let's buy Dead Space. Bet. But you got to make a third
EA
one.
want to put their foot in it. Right. EA want to put their foot in it because from reports that we've heard over the years, they didn't think Dead Space 1 and 2 sold enough.
What?
It was selling enough units back then to them. So, in EA's mind, they thought, well, let's make Dead Space 3 co-op and less scary, and people will buy this game.
Yo.
Lord and behold, that did not work. That was the least selling Dead Space out of the 3.
What?
Yes, it was the least selling one.
You sure? They put so much effort into it. I managed to finish this game because it was less scary. How dare you?
Yes, like it sold the less. It was reviewed the worst, and everybody and their mama said Dead Space 3 was the worst one. Not the truth, that because it was. I bought Dead Space 3 day 1.
I can picture it now.
What is this?
I can picture it now. I had bought Dead Space 3 and I tried to put it in my toaster and it just wouldn't. It didn't. I just want my butter toast. That's all I want. That's all I want. I got Dead Space 3 is taking up space. You like somewhere in someone's house, I'm pretty sure there's a bookshelf full of shit that they thought was great, but critically reviewed was awful. And when I say awful, I mean like Fantastic the 4 awful. I'm sorry, Fantastic. How the fuck did they have that shit on the DVD? It was like Fantastic, but the 4 was in like the middle, so it was like Fan 4
they put it. Yeah, put it in the most random spot.
Oh man.
Most random spot. Holy shit!
What are you doing?
Yo! Oh my god, I'm saving that clip, bro.
I feel like you just did something super amazing.
Yo, I'm in the arena battles of Ratchet and Clank. Yo, you know the dimensional gun that you get? The Rhino?
Yeah.
My nigga, I just shot the Rhino and nigga Jack and Daxter just came down and killed some enemies and left. I had no idea that's what happened.
What?
Yes, yes. Like they were just standing there in front of me. Jack and Daxter, the most random shit. Yes, bro. And I've shot this gun plenty of times, and it has not ever happened, bro. Yo,
That's
that
that's
was
actually
amazing.
incredible. So instead of
It
dropping
is.
an object on them, Jack and Daxter just come down.
Jack and Daxter came down, killed some
Oh
enemies, and they got the
my
fuck
god.
on. Yo, that was
Oh my
amazing, bro.
goodness.
Yeah, they saved that clip.
Yeah,
I did drop the
post that shit to your YouTube
some
because I
from.
want to see that.
All right.
Damn.
Cause see, this gun's pulling things from other games
Yeah.
and bring them in Ratchet and
Other
Clank, which is
Naughty
so
Dog games.
well, just other games.
Well,
Period. Cause Sly Cooper just came. Sly Cooper, but
Sly
the
Cooper's
van from
on.
Sly Cooper just came
Yeah, I'm gonna
down.
say Sly Cooper's been around that era though. That's what makes
Yeah,
that dope.
I can't believe Jack and Daxter just came down though. That was so
Oh
fucking
man.
random, but so dope.
Holy shit.
Yes. What was I about to say? That took my fucking train of thought. EA. Oh yeah, EA. Okay.
Yeah.
The reason I feel like they're doing this Dead Space remake after fucking up the franchise in the first place is because of these Resident Evil remakes.
Oh yeah.
They're
Yeah, of
seeing
course.
that single player horror games are selling again and are popular. And they're like, holy shit, people actually like scary single player focused games?
Hey,
Like,
we
nigga.
need a Dark Souls right fucking now.
They're like, yo, let's bring back Dead Space. We still own that IP.
Right.
Let's bring it back since Resident Evil's doing so great.
Somebody's gonna swivel around in their chair and be like, "You dumb motherfucker!" Like, this is what they wanted fucking 10 years ago when y'all
Right.
bought this damn franchise.
Man. And I remember a video I was watching somebody from one of the original Dead Space creators. They was talking about Dead Space 3 and it was like their original idea for Dead Space 3 sounded so fucking dope. Like what they was planning on do with Isaac and like what 3 was supposed to be about before EA put their hands in the project. Like, man, it sounded great. And I'm gonna try to look for that video and I'm gonna send it to you.
Please do.
Cause this is how I found out. This is how I found out that EA had put their hands into Dead Space 3 and made that shit so like Dead Space 3 the terrible. It just was the worst one out of the trilogy.
Yeah.
Had microtransactions all in it too. I never forget that shit.
Now,
Man.
I would be
Man,
more.
that shit was
I'd be
bad.
more proud if they like, if it was Dead Space 3, but it was more scary, more space portions, and you get a buddy, but you and that buddy never are on screen at the same time. Like you're
Yeah.
looking, like if Dead Space 3 was just about finding each other, and one is literally behind the other. That to me would be a good video.
Cause the guy who they put in with Isaac for the co-op shit, I can't remember that motherfucker's name.
Was he white, black, Asian, what?
He was black. It was a black guy. I mean, don't give him props for that. It was a black dude, but he was very forgettable.
Yeah,
I don't
so
remember his character like that. Like he was. I remember being there, and it was so awkward too. Cause if you didn't do the co-op right, like you'd be playing as Isaac by himself.
Okay.
But in the cutscenes, he would still like show up like he's been with you the entire time. And I was like, that's so lazy and stupid. I was
Oh
like,
my
this is stupid.
God.
This is stupid.
He said, "Hey, random black man, where the fuck were you when I had that boss fight?"
Right. I was like, this is so fucking. Oh my god! But I heard it was EA. It was all them.
Oh yes.
Like Dead Space 3 wasn't supposed to have no co-op. It was still gonna be focused on the scary shit. And Isaac's like mental illness he had after that first game, which anybody would have after that first game,
Right.
you would definitely be fucked up in the head.
And this shit makes me think of something I told Essence earlier, because we were going back to like Mortal Kombat, and me explaining. I said, yo, when I talked to that white boy about him liking that movie, the first thing I asked him was if he played that game or not, like played any of the Mortal Kombats, and he was like, yeah. And then I asked Essence, I said, have you played Mortal Kombat? She's like, yeah, but I don't remember which one. I said, cool, I can forgive you for that because you don't have a vested interest in it. But to anybody else who's played all these games in this franchise, that's like if I took Superman, seen him in comics, and said, Superman's a pretty good ass character. I think I want to make a movie about that. But then when I go to make the movie, I also say, you know, Superman's great and all, but instead of him being a white guy, let's make him Asian. And instead of an S on his chest, let's put an A, because, you know, it's the first letter. Superman's number 1, and you know what else? Let's make him gay. Like that'd be fucking perfect. We'll make fucking millions with this Superman movie. I told her, I said, I feel like that's how fucking Hollywood looks at properties these days. Like they see the original content and they think, I can do better if I just make this change. Then when the shit fucking bombs, they looking like, what the fuck happened?
Yeah, had a shy look on their face. Like, of course that shit wasn't gonna work.
Right.
Goddamn dumbasses.
Hey, let's make the next Black Panther movie with white people. Okay, like, you mean like Everett Ross? Yeah, but you know, more white people. Bucky's gonna be in it. Yeah, but let's put more white people in it. It was like, I don't know who are those. Like, there was no. The only other white guy that's been to this place died in like the first Black Panther. Oh well, you know, let's just make everybody in Wakanda white. What? Yeah, trust me. It'll sell so much.
I would have to punch that man straight in his face. You get the fuck out of here now. So you didn't have to hit him. I'll say, yes, I did. Because there's clearly something wrong with him.
I thought that would improve his brain functionality. I wish you had seen like Invincible, because there's a scene where he literally punches somebody through the head. That's what I imagined when you said you'd have to punch him in the face.
Holy shit. Holy
and
shit.
I was like, oh, this is terrible.
Yeah. And that's another thing too. Somebody else said this about why EA decided to do this, especially remake now.
Yeah.
That Star Wars game.
Star Wars game.
That Fallen Order.
Yeah.
You know, that was strictly single player. But it received great so well.
Hell yeah.
So this is why I feel like EA, all them games, the Jedi Fallen Order, the Resident Evil remakes, they just put out that Mass Effect trilogy edition. EA did that too. Like, EA is now,
they're realizing, holy shit, single player games are selling.
Wow. God of War? Did you see how much God of War sold? How big that was? People play games that doesn't have multiplayer?
Right.
Holy shit.
And I hate to say it, because I don't really want it to happen, but I kind of feel like these CODs and 2Ks are going to die off.
Yeah. Hell yeah, Madden. It's getting to the point where Madden is already doing it. Like, people don't like Madden no more, I heard.
Oh,
they say
wow.
that game is like fucking
Run of the mill.
Like the Madden. Yeah, the people who like really be in the Madden and shit. And 2K. They said both of them franchises are fucking falling apart.
Damn.
Cause they say EA is just reskinning that shit. Like, they're not adding new shit or creative shit no more. They're just reskinning it. And the reason they're doing this with these sports games is because they have no competition.
Oh yeah.
There's no other NFL game. There's no other NBA game.
Oh, they got
NBA
NBA Jam. I mean NBA Live.
Oh well,
I know, right?
That's all NBA Live. What happened to that? Didn't that franchise die?
Man, I haven't seen that shit since the Sega Genesis.
You see what I'm saying? And so EA is like, oh, we don't have competition, and these niggas keep on buying. What else are they gonna play? They gonna have to. They want to play football. They gotta play man. They want
Right.
to play NBA. They gotta play 2K. They're like, these niggas gonna keep
Man.
buying it.
Right.
And niggas keep buying it.
You know what I need to come back to challenge that shit? The Street series. NBA Street. NFL Street. Oh my goodness, if that shit came back, I would play that motherfucker for all day. Like, and I don't even play sports games like that, but best believe a nigga gonna get good in that.
I used to play sports games, but I stopped because I'm one of the niggas, like, I guess they got sick. So I was like, I can't keep doing this shit. These games are just a reskin of the same shit over and over with no enhancements. Cause NBA Street, I think it was Volume 2. I played the fuck out that game.
Oh yeah, NBA Street Volume 2.
Oh my god, yes, bro. I played the fuck out that game when I was a little man. God damn. And then you just start making them for whatever reason. I don't even know the reason why they started making those. But
yeah, they just got lazy, man.
Yeah. Yeah, EA, it seems like EA is trying to get back to everybody's good side. It's like they're trying to, but I really believe what I believe they're doing this for the fans. No, there's no way they're gonna make this remake for no Dead Space.
The only way I believe they do anything for their fans is if I get a sequel to Jedi Fallen Order, and that shit improves upon the second one. Which, honestly, the only improvements I really need are gameplay. Yeah, those are the only improvements I really need. Everything else is pretty solid. Yeah.
Yeah, this is one of EA's like best games in a while.
Surprisingly, but that's only because they let Respawn do their thing.
Yeah, Respawn. God, they did buy Respawn.
Right.
Yeah, Respawn out here making hit after hit though. Cause they did that and Apex.
Right. Now, I feel like there's a studio, I can't think of it right now, but I feel like there's a studio that also was making like Drake-like hits in terms of video games. And I don't know what happened to this studio, but I feel like they got absorbed and dismantled instead of absorbed and allowed to shine. But like I said, I can't think of whatever team this was.
I do feel like you're talking about somebody too that I know. We thought it was gonna happen to Respawn when EA bought them. A lot of people
yeah, everybody was so fucking terrified.
They was terrified of that, but so far, it's like it's worked for them.
I haven't had a chance to see it. I plan on seeing it when I go back to see Essence, but I plan on watching A Quiet Place Part 1 on HBO Max if it's still there. And the second one was pretty heartbreaking, honestly. Well, I would say
they watched the second one.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's heartbreaking, but it's short, but it's not short to the point where you realize it. It's short more so to the point of, oh, okay, that didn't realize shit was happening. I only felt like checking my watch once, and when I did, I was like, huh. So, oh no.
The movie wasn't long, was it?
No, it wasn't, not at all. I'm scared to say this, but I think that movie was only like an hour and 45 minutes.
Good.
I mean, yeah, it's good because I don't know what kind of story I would want to be told in something with an extra 15 minutes. But I know that when I bought my ticket, the movie had already started 15 minutes in. But when I walked in, previews were what were playing. So when it said that the movie ended at like 9 26 or something, I was like, oh, shit. Well, alrighty then. So, but other than that...
But you sound like you enjoyed it?
Yeah, I definitely enjoyed it. So...
I still want to see the first one. I want to say the first one's on HBO Max.
Yeah, I believe you're right. I'm gonna confirm that for you in about 15 minutes. The last thing, and I didn't really watch too many videos about it because it really kind of just, it upsets me in a way that's like, damn, I thought we were past this. But the abuse going on at Activision.
Yeah, I saw a brief thumbnail about that, but then I watched the video.
Yeah, I actually had that shit pulled up. There are like 3 videos that Young Gear has done. It says Blizzard devs confirm harassment allegations. Ex-Blizzard CEO Mike Morhaime to the Blizzard women, I have extremely sorry I have failed you. I am extremely sorry I failed you. And then the last video, which was 9 hours ago, says Blizzard dev furious as executive sends employees the shittiest response to harassment allegations. So
wow.
Raised my credit score by 12 points instantly, which is insane.
So I raised my score by...
Over the past few days, we have seen Blizzard executives, both former and current, begin to release statements in regards to recent allegations that Activision Blizzard, and Blizzard in particular, has been infected with a frat boy or bro culture that has essentially enabled harassment and discrimination. Most recently, we saw former Blizzard executives like Blizzard co-founder and former CEO Mike Morhaime apologize for his failure in protecting the employees of his company, particularly women. And while his statement is far better than the ones released by current leadership actually taking culpability for what transpired, the fact remains that the past cannot be erased. The fact remains that the damage is done, and it is now about the actions that he takes from here on out. Same thing goes with Chris Metzen, who came out with a similarly apologetic statement in which he admitted culpability, in which he expressed that he failed his employees and the people working under him, said and admitted that words alone aren't enough, but it will be a matter of what are you going to do about it from here on out. As for current Blizzard leadership, well, response has been nothing but pathetic. Starting with J. Allen Brack's statement, the current president and CEO, while he expressed how extremely troubling all this was, how it's completely unacceptable for anyone to face discrimination or harassment, he never once apologized, he never once took accountability for what happened, he never said it's my fault, I failed. Instead, he propped himself up on a pedestal by emphasizing what a good person he is, because he disdains bro culture and have spent my career fighting against it, despite the recent allegations that all of this took place under his leadership, how he enabled all of this. And not to mention that 2010 clip showing J. Allen Brack engaging with a female attendee of a panel who just asked the basic question, can we have female armors that don't look like Victoria's Secret items? And he just essentially embarrassed her and laughed her off. And he pretentiously talked about how when he spoke to CEO of Activision, Bobby Kotick, about taking the position of president of Blizzard, he mentioned the revered saint of the Brack household, Gloria Steinem. He's saving face is what he's doing here. And worst of all, his consolation to employees was that, hey, feel free to talk to managers, HR partners, members of the legal team, and to the executive team about your woes, when people have tried to do that before only to be ignored, or only for those teams to defend and enable the abusers further, or for abusers to be part of those teams. So with all said and done, J. Allen Brack's statement here feels empty, and these consolations do not feel meaningful in any way, shape, or form. But if you thought this statement was bad, check out this statement from another executive. This was an email sent internally that a Blizzard employee decided to forward to investigative reporter Jason Schreier, and here's what he tweeted on that front. Activision Blizzard executive Fran Townsend, who was the Homeland Security Advisor to George W. Bush from 2004 to 2007 and joined Activision in March, sent out a very different kind of email that has some Blizzard employees fuming. And I'll get to Blizzard employees' reactions in a bit, but suffice to say that plenty of people, both former and current employees, are infuriated by the dismissive nature of the statement and how it tries to bury the culture issue of the company under the rug. And by the way, this is an executive who's only been with Activision Blizzard since March. She's only been with the company for a couple of months, and yet in this statement, she claims to be fully aware of everything going on within Blizzard and what the culture has been like within Blizzard for the past decade or so. She acts as if she can speak for the ground floor employees within the company who's been with Blizzard for longer than she has. You'll see what I mean as I read this for you guys, but the bottom line is she basically says everything is good at the company, all the allegations and the lawsuit send a distorted and untrue picture of what the company currently is, and basically categorically denies that anything's wrong at the company because leadership has taken charge and taken the steps to mitigate any sort of harassment or discrimination. And this is all while employees are currently speaking out about how all of the allegations in the state of California's lawsuit are all true, how they've all seen this stuff happen. So here's what Fran said. Everyone, as the executive sponsor of the ABK Employee Women's Network and our chief compliance officer, I wanted to reach out to you. I know this has been a difficult time for many of us. A recently filed lawsuit presented a distorted and untrue picture of our company. So she's saying that this has been a difficult time because of the distorted and untrue picture of the company, not because of what employees have suffered through, including factually incorrect, old and out of context stories, some from more than a decade ago. We know this is false. Employees have been sharing on social media testimonials of harassment and discrimination occurrences that definitely happened much more recently than a decade ago. But more importantly, why should harassment and abuse be dismissed if it happened a long time ago? That's still stuff that happened within the company and is reflective of a culture that has permeated for years within Blizzard. The fact that she's saying it doesn't matter because it's old news just goes to highlight the kind of scummy mentality that she has. How little empathy she has for the people who've been traumatized by this stuff and have been living with it for years and years.
Oh, this is the worst place to put an ad.
The damage is still there. Now, something you may notice is that every time the word company comes up in the statement, I've highlighted that in a more prominent shade because I want to emphasize just how much this statement is trying to protect the company rather than caring about the employees, rather than protecting the employees. The word company in this statement is used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times. There is almost no consideration for the human beings working at the company. It is all about the organization itself and protecting the organization and its corporate interests. I mean, just look at this paragraph. The Activision companies of today, the Activision companies that I know, are great companies with good values. The Activision that you know as someone in a position of power, as a member of the executive team who doesn't have to worry about the harassment that ground floor employees have to face, that doesn't have to deal with worries about losing their job, that doesn't have to worry about their salary. Your experience doesn't compare. You cannot possibly know what it's like to be a ground floor employee from your position, especially with this kind of mindset. When I joined the executive leadership team, I was certain that I was joining a company where I would be valued, treated with respect, and provided opportunities equal to those afforded to the men of the company. This is all about Fran's experience, me, my experience. I've had it okay. For me, this has been true during my time. You truly know somebody comes from a position of privilege when their argument is, I've had a great time from this position of power, so everyone else must be having a great time. Just complete ignorance and apathy. She continues, as a leader, I am committed to making sure that the experience I have is the same as the rest of the organization. Really? Are you willing to make all of the ground floor employee salaries equal to yours? Let's get one thing clear here. The experience of the ground floor employees will never be the same as that of the executives because of the power and salary disparity. And then she says, we have a leadership team that is committed to these principles in every way when the leadership team are the ones who have enabled, ignored these issues or defended the abusers and promoted them and put them in more powerful positions. And then here's another laughable bit. I am proud to be a part of a company that takes a hardline approach to inappropriate or hostile work environments and harassment issues, which basically implies that Activision Blizzard has a zero tolerance policy for harassment. You mean the same company that continued to protect people like Afrasiabi, who is among the worst abusers and harassers within the company, who's been reported by multiple women and ultimately went unscathed and actually got promoted multiple times? The guy who Jalen Bragg had a stern talking to but was ultimately never truly punished, never suffered any major consequences that would encourage him to change his behavior? Are we talking about that company? Yeah, okay. She then proceeds to highlight some of the initiatives that the company has taken, including investing in networks and introducing programs and training and campaigns and programs and channels for...
I'm just gonna stop right there because it's just scary, you know.
It sounds bad.
And every time I hear myself say, do I really want to be a game designer? Cause I promise you, I probably would have shot me somebody if all this shit was going on to me. Oh, what you mean? I'm making minimum wage in Silicon Valley, nigga. It is Silicon Valley.
We've heard like stories about some of the game companies and what they put you through. Like we
Right.
just talking about EA, like
Right.
you know, coming in and saying, well, they was like, oh, Dead Space 1 and 2 is critically doing great, but people are not buying it.
Just be like, that shit don't sell.
Right, then they come in with their ideas, then you have to do their ideas. Like, tell you like to get the fuck out.
Right.
And
then you don't want a job? You don't want a job, Mr. Hardy? I told you, take out the single player of this game. But that just leaves multiplayer. Okay, you don't want a job. Hey, Mr. Damian Howard, come in, get the fuck up out this seat. This is his chair, this is his office. Leave the picture of your wife and kids because he's gonna be doing your job, so he might as well be fucking your wife.
Exactly. Then when Dead Space 3 sells the least and it's critically the worst, we're shutting down the whole studio.
Oh yeah. Oh my god.
See what I'm saying?
Hey,
That's so
Mr.
fucking scummy.
Mr. Hardy, thank you for making this wonderful business transaction. We heard you made 3 amazing games, a perfect trilogy. Don't know how you did it, but the absorption of your company in EA is going to benefit us so well. We're actually sending Dave over to accounting. We're sending Mary upstairs for art design. We're actually just picking apart your whole team and shutting down your studio. And you, well, there's a mop, a bucket, and if you need anything else, Joe is on his smoke break.
Yeah.
Like, what?
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, I wonder how visceral games feel about this remake being made.
Man.
I would love if they would have said like they brought back some of their original team to help with the remake. That part I would love to hear. I think they said that team they're working on a whole other game too. And
I hope that shit happens behind the scenes, if anything else.
Yeah, it should happen behind the scenes. Cause I know there's a whole new team making this remake. And like I said, the 2 guys that I had on the video, they sound like they was really excited and really like doing the right thing going to making this Dead Space remake. Like I said, listen to the fans, no microtransactions. They love Dead Space 1, so everything about this seems great. It's only gonna be on next gen consoles, which I love to hear. You know, so nothing should hold it back. Gonna be on that Frostbite engine, the same engine Battlefield uses. Which is I think Star Wars might have used it too, if I'm not mistaken.
Right.
And then Jedi Fallen Order, so the graphics is gonna be beautiful.
Amen.
And for this is going to a horror game, like the first Dead Space still in my head of like just walking through them corridors, I know it's around the corner, Necromorphs popping out the vents, everything into a different vent you never knew was gonna pop out.
You know what I hope they bring back though? Cause I know you're gonna want to work towards it. That foam finger.
See, that phone finger was just in 2. But they put it in the remake for the first one. Oh, hell yeah, I love it.
I think they should, and I think they will. Real
So.
quick before we close out, I think I want to start doing sidebar on Tuesdays. Topics for the sidebar was going to be what makes a woman valuable, what makes you as a man want to approach a woman, what are mind games, and do you feel like you or your partner or your woman play them, and I'll come up with like some other stuff. But new podcast, everybody. I wanted to call it Middle Ground, but I haven't really worked out why. So for right now, we're just gonna call it the Sidebar. So, but with that being said, with that being said, we're gonna close it out. This has been the Dopest Podcast, episode 41, part 2. Robert, the other L. If you like what you see, please subscribe. We try to upload every Tuesday and Saturday. So, but I'll catch y'all later.